issues that affect you and I, issues that are happening in the Nigerian polity, and we try to analyze these issues with a view to finding a solution and making sure, right, that the government of the day gets to hear your voice and know how you feel about issues, about their policies and their reforms. Okay, so Today, we'll be talking about quite a number of topics in the Nigerian polity as 2027 approaches. Politicians are trying to close ranks and form alliances, coalitions, measures, and friendships to make sure that in 2027, everyone, tries to vie for that seat of power. And I just want to hear from you on a certain number of issues. All right, today on Matters, it's just you and I will be having this conversation on Matters this afternoon. My name is Choma Innocent. Tell a friend to tell a friend that Matters has just begun. And of course, as usual, you know how we do it. I'll let you know the topics which we'll be talking about. Then at some point in the conversation, you can also get a call in for your voice to be heard. You can send messages on WhatsApp, and then let's just be a part of this conversation. We're also streaming live on YouTube. All you need to do is open YouTube and type into your search bar VOP 903 FM, and you can get to be a part of the conversation right here on VOP 90.3 FM. So VOP 903 FM on YouTube, VOP 903 FM on YouTube. Yes, so join me and let's start. Let's get today's show on the road. All right, today we'll be talking about three distinct topics, right? And when you call in, you can let us know which of these topics appeals the most to you. Starting with an update on the situation from yesterday, where the Senate was grilling the IGP, or rather the AIG, who was representing him on a number of arms and ammunition which went missing in police armory nationwide at a particular time between 2018 or 2019 until 2020. So there's an update on that situation where the police has responded to the Senate saying that the missing arms, the missing or unaccounted for arms happened before IGP Egbetoku's tenure, right? That's what the police is saying. Funny, isn't it? Okay, so when the police says that, oh, this missing arms, these arms that are ammunition that are unaccounted for, it happened before IGP Egbetoku's tenure. So please don't disturb him. I just want to know what you think about this, because no matter what, these arms are missing and someone has to answer for it, right? So why didn't the Senate actually call the person who was in charge of the armories at the time that these arms got missing, or the person who was the IGP at that moment, right? Or the part of the questions they're asking the IGP, or rather the AIG, who was actually representing him, saying, when you became the IGP, was there a proper handover for you to be told, okay, this is what we have in police armories nationwide, so that you can determine when arms have been taken without being returned? Who's actually checking these things, right? My biggest concern is about these arms and ammunition being in the hands of non-state actors who would then use them to continue to terrorize Nigerians. That is my biggest fear on this case of missing arms. But I want to know what you think about the response of the Nigerian police force, saying then ask us these arms were missing before IGP Egbetoku's tenure, so we shouldn't be the ones answering this question. They're also saying yes, this dates back to 2019. And these records were compiled before IGP Egbetoku's tenure. So the police is also saying that effort has been made to account for any arms that were taken during Egbetoku's tenure, and some have been recovered, while many have been recovered, rather, back to the arms holding force at the moment. That's what the first public relations officer, Wiwa Adejobi, is saying. He said, it is important to acknowledge the challenges faced by the police during periods of civil unrest, during which several police officers were killed and their arms were carted away. And some attacks and looting of police facilities and armories resulted in the loss of arms. So I just want to know what you think about what the police is responding. It was, some would say that they are not being accountable or taking responsibility for this, and some would say that they do understand. Yes, if the arms were not missing during IGP Egbetoku's tenure, why should he be the ones to answer for it? Who then answers for this? The question remains, where are these arms? And I'm not expecting you ordinary Nigerians actually answer that question, because I'm not expecting that you know. But this is the question we'll continue to ask the police. Where are these arms? The people who took them away, have they been found out? Are you prosecuting them? Are you actually investigating your men to know if there's anyone who has links to criminal elements and actually supplying them with police weapons, right? We've had cases where bandits were arrested or kidnappers were arrested, and you could see police issued rifles with these people. Who gave them to you? How did you get it? Are you one of those people who breaks down the doors of the armory and then goes in and they steal something? Are you one of them? Where are these arms? Now, while we're talking about this, just today, actually, the customs intercepted the large cache of arms and ammunition in Lagos, and an unsettling number of arms and ammunition in Lagos was seized or recovered by the customs just today. So with the proliferation of weapons in the country, who are the people who are using these weapons? What people who are importing these weapons are trying to get them into Nigeria? What is the reason for this, right? And yes, I did say we'll bring you updates on that. We do not have any updates at the moment, so that we can know who is bringing in these arms, who they were seized from, what is the value of these arms in the Nigerian currency. But still, the customs handed over the massive arms and ammunition that they seized in Lagos, smuggled into the country by some unscrupulous element, intercepted by officers of the Nigerian Customs Service. The number of arms and ammunition is yet to be disclosed. The value in Nigerian currency is also yet to be disclosed. But this is how arms come into the country. Look at how they were brazenly smuggling it into Lagos or through Lagos. Right? Then you have this arms and ammunition entering into the hands of kidnappers, bandits, abductors, non-state actors and elements, who then go ahead to perpetrate illegality, terrorize Nigerians in several different ways. I would say congratulations and big ups to the customs service. Actually, they did a great one with this and making sure that these arms and ammunition did not go unintercepted, because imagine where this would have gone and what the people would have, the people who smuggled these arms and ammunition into the country, they are definitely up to no good. I mean, it is very, very clear that these people are definitely up to no good. They cannot have a good reason for bringing this into the country at all. And I'm glad that customs intercepted that. And yes, this is the very first topic we'll be discussing on Matters this afternoon. My name is Chioma Innocent. At some point in the conversation, I want to know your name and where you're calling from. And I hope you will indulge me. Yes, from there, we'll be talking about the latest on the Labour Party, with Kenneth Okonkwo saying if the Labour Party gets a southern presidential candidate in 2027, the person will lose. And so I want to know if you agree with with Kenneth Okonkwo, right? Who he's left the Labour Party now. He's no longer a member of the Labour Party. His official, would I say, designation now is former chieftain of the Labour Party. Kenneth Okonkwo saying a southern presidential candidate for the Labour Party in 2027 would lead to defeat. I want to recall that Kenneth Okonkwo actually dumped the Labour Party earlier in the week, saying he will no longer be a member of the party due to the internal wranglings and the internal crisis within the party. Right? Do you think that's why he's saying what he's saying now? If the Labour Party does not field a southern presidential candidate in 2027, will it be a northern candidate? Does the Labour Party have a northern bigwig within the party that they can actually field as presidential candidate in 2027? right? Or do you think that Kenneth Okonkwo is just speaking as someone who has left the party and does not want the party to actually win the 2027 presidential election? Because Araban who belongs to the Lamidia Papa faction of the Labour Party, has actually come out to say that yes, Peter Obi will be the presidential candidate in 2027. Meanwhile, Abure, who previously gave Obi that free access ticket, has said, no, you know what? It's not just for you, Peter Obi. The party presidential candidateship is open to anyone in 2027. So I want to know what you think about what Kenneth Okonkwo is saying. He said the party's national chairman and presidential candidate cannot come from the south. If the national chairman is a southerner, then the presidential candidate should also come from somewhere else. And now I want to quote his words. He says, first of all, what do you think will be the future of the party? Members are defecting in droves. They are busy fighting for positions. Your house is burning. You're chasing rats. You know how many members of the House of Reps have defected from the Labour Party to other parties? He says a party of substance will go to court to fight so that they will regain their seat, because it's written in the constitution that if you defect, you lose your seat. But what are they busy doing? They are busy chasing shadows. They are busy chasing money. They are busy telling you that a national chairman from southern origin will go and have a presidential candidate from the southern origin in 2027, and they are telling you that they will win. They just want to use whoever is the presidential candidate as a cash cow so that they will use him to attract the other people that they will extort money from. This is someone who used to be a member of the Labour Party, now speaking against the party. And what he's saying is that the Labour Party should get a presidential candidate that is not a southerner in order for them to have a chance, a minute chance of winning in 2027. What I just want to know is, do you agree with this assertion? Right, and finally, would I say still on the Labour Party, even though this has to do with Peter Obi? So no, of course not, still on the Labour Party. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party in 2023, Peter Obi, has urged the Nigerian government to reform its electoral system, stating that forged primary and university records are not allowed in Indonesia. Shots fired, shots fired. Okay, you do know that Peter Obi has been in Indonesia for a while, saying he went there to study their electoral system and to just see how the systems are working and how they have managed to actually make sure that things are working for the people when it comes to elections. And he's come out to let us know. Just yesterday, he was talking about the need for electoral reforms in Nigeria. We should practice kind of electoral reforms that others are practicing, particularly in Indonesia, where he is at the moment. Right now, he's come out to let us know that, look, in Indonesia, the electoral system will not accept forged school certificates. So in Nigeria, we should make sure that we are not accepting that. Now, he was narrating his discussion with the chairman and secretary general of Indonesia's General Elections Committee, Bernard Demawan Sutrisno. In a statement, Obi said Indonesia's electoral process, a system that stands in stark contrast to ours. He said, in contrast, Nigeria, despite having 94 million registered voters, recorded an abysmal turnout of less than 25%, a direct consequence of growing distrust in the electoral system. Now, he also said a key highlight of the discussion on electoral transparency centered on candidate qualification. To contest in Indonesia's presidential elections, a candidate must provide verifiable records of primary, secondary, and at least a university degree. If Nigeria is to truly embrace democracy, we must urgently reform our electoral system, strengthen our institutions, and restore public trust in the process. So the question I want to ask you today as a Nigerian, and what Obi has said, is what would it take for you as a Nigerian to be able to, would I say, restate your trust in INEC? What kind of electoral reforms would you see that will make you believe that INEC is actually working towards your own good? Because I know that after 2023, a lot of Nigerians have been casting aspersions on INEC, especially those whose preferred presidential candidates did not win the election and those who were alleging widespread rigging. And yes, most of that. So what would it take for you as a Nigerian to trust INEC again to conduct the kind of elections that will be free and fair? Because we do know there's been growing distrust in Nigeria's electoral institution. That's the Independent National Electoral Commission. What would it take for you to trust INEC again as a Nigerian? What kind of electoral reforms would you see that would make you say, yes, INEC is working towards my good, I can see it, and I trust them to actually conduct a free and fair election? So these are the issues we'll be talking about this afternoon. If you're just joining us, welcome to Matters and Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. We're talking about three distinct matters this afternoon. Okay, so I want to hear from you on these issues. To those who are already sending messages on WhatsApp, I do appreciate you. Thank you so dearly. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Okay, I will let you know the numbers to call and the number that you can send a message to just after I reiterate the topics which we'll be discussing this afternoon. All right, welcome. If you're just joining us, we're streaming live on YouTube, VOP 903 FM, VOP 903 FM. Yes, VOP 903 FM on YouTube. Okay. You're saying the WhatsApp number is not working? Yes, it is. It is definitely working. Okay, so try again, send a WhatsApp message. It's going through. We're talking three different topics today. First up is the police saying, yes, arms may be missing in the armory, but it was not under IGP Egbetokun. So we shouldn't be the ones you be asking questions. Then, of course, we're looking at Kenneth Okonkwo, who left the Labour Party earlier in the week, saying that if the Labour Party gets a southern presidential candidate in 2027, the person will lose. So they cannot have a national chairman who's a southerner and a presidential candidate who is also a southerner. They need to field someone from another region. Although he did not mention what region, but some might say, yes, he's talking about the north. And then from there, we'll be looking at what Peter Obi said about electoral reforms being needed in Nigeria, saying that in Indonesia, where he's currently studying the electoral system, forged certificates are not allowed. So we should make sure that forged certificates are not allowed in Nigeria as well. We do not accept forged certificates from any person who wants to attain any political position. That really sounds like he's firing shots at President Bola Tinubu. Won't be from my mouth when I go hear that one. So I'm asking the question on this particular topic: what would it take for you as a Nigerian to trust INEC again? As I do know that with many of our programs we've held here over the past few months, or would I say over the years since the 2023 elections, a lot of people talk about how they do not have trust in INEC. So what would it take for you as a Nigerian to be able to just recultivate that trust in our electoral body? Okay, 0700 903 903 903. It's 6 minutes past 2 p.m. on the number one station that gives you a voice. It's about time for you to exercise your right and use your voice on Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. My name is Chioma Innocent. I would want to know your name and where you're calling from. So the number to call is 0700 903 903 903. 0700 903 903 903, or you'll try the other call number 0803 692 9933, 0803 692 9933. We do have a WhatsApp line where you can either give me a call on WhatsApp or send a WhatsApp message. It's 0817 175 6338, 0817 175 6338. All right, it's time to hear from you. Call me up and let's talk about the issues, all of the matters we have to discuss on Matters this afternoon. I can see your comments on YouTube. Do keep them coming. Thank you so much. Bandana Mudo on YouTube, you're saying that the WhatsApp number is not working. Okay, 0817 175 6338. That's the WhatsApp number. All right, 0817 175 6338. Okay, that's the WhatsApp number. Send a message. It will definitely go through. Time to call. You are my very first caller this afternoon. Welcome to Matters and good afternoon. Hi, what's your name and location, please?
My name is Still Favor. How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you for calling.
The first thing I want to talk about is about Kenneth Okonkwo. I don't have much to say about him. That is integrity problem for our politicians. I wouldn't say more than that on his issue. It's integrity problem, and it will continue to be until we are able to know what is integrity itself. Number two, the intersection of arms. We have been hearing these stories every time. Customs had never disclosed that these are the people arrested for importing arms. And that is why it has continued. Because if they had done it once, use somebody, because all these arms importation is from the top. Not somebody like me cannot. Where do I have the money? How can I go and arrange for arms to be imported into my country? They should go and look inwards. The people at the top are people who are importing arms. But I know God is above them. About Egbetokun and the lost ammunitions, it's just a question I want to ask. When he was taking over from the previous IG, was there no handing over note? Did they not declare in the handing over note, these are the arms and ammunitions I'm handing over to you? Then you sign, I sign. Now they are trying to apportion blames. They should get the two of them to tell us what happened to the whole arms and ammunitions that they are looking for. Good afternoon.
Thank you so much for calling. Do appreciate your call so much. You're my very first caller for today. I love the way you set the tone and really just address the issues. All right, 0700 903 903 903 or 0803 692 9933. Again, it's 0803 692 9933. Call me up. I want to hear from you. This is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Now you have a voice. Welcome to Matters.
Welcome.
What's your name and location, please?
I'm calling from Mushin.
Welcome to the conversation, Archie. Thank you for calling.
Thank you. I just want to call, I'll go for two, this one. I'll first of all go for the gun that just came into Nigeria. Well, what do you expect? Those guns, you know who are responsible for it. Who are the people behind bringing gun into Nigeria? They, of course, they are nothing but our leader. What are they bringing the gun for? The killing us in Nigeria? Because during election.
You can't say that. You can't say that until the customs carries out their investigation and lets us know that they found the culprits who are responsible for smuggling arms. Do not apportion such blames, okay? Because what would they gain in actually smuggling in these arms to kill the Nigerian people who they are meant to be protecting?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, Nigeria, we are still in Nigeria. And to me, those guns, if I may ask, if you ask me specifically, just questions I'm asking because of that. Because guns just come from outside country, landed in Nigeria. All I wanted, I still commend customs for their duty. They are doing nothing but a good job. I love that. And second thing is that Peter Obi, if there's any other party apart from Labour Party, if there's any other party that can name it across Nigeria. In fact, that one is the person I always stand and I always like to vote for. He stands but nothing but. He stands between true and faithful money. But the rest of them, I didn't see any faithfulness on them. I didn't see any trust on them. The only person that has trustworthy that can rely on is Peter Obi. I believe in that man. I believe he can deliver and save Nigeria for all these messages. Thank you.
Thank you for your call. Thank you so much. You have a nice day as well. 0700 903 903 903 or 0803 692 9933. Hello there. Welcome to Matters. Hello, are you there? Welcome to Matters. All right, give me a call back. 0803 692 9933. 0803 692 9933. On WhatsApp, it's 0817 175 6338. Call me up. I want to hear from you. Hello there. Welcome to Matters. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Choma Innocent.
Hi, what's your name and location, please?
Yeah, my name is Peter Usupo. I'm calling from Abuja.
All right, thank you for calling.
First, I want to report to you that in my area here is very cool. Sound and cool. The weather is very cool. How about your area there?
It's okay. It's okay. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, you may not know, but the place is very cool, very calm.
Okay.
Coming to the issues at stake. First of all, on the was a statement. I believe in one Peter Obi to leave that party. That's just the end product of what he's trying to say. He wants it to be to leave the party for a place where we don't know where Peter Obi will go to. Then, as for Peter Obi's joining his Indonesia and his own advice, I think he should leave Indonesia for Indonesia and come to Nigeria and forget about Indonesia.
Does that mean, are you saying we don't need electoral reforms in Nigeria?
When you see affidavit in court, it is acceptable. But when you go to court to prove that it is not okay, but it is known as perjury. You may be charged for perjury. So affidavit will always make the politicians say whatever they have gotten as far as politician is concerned at that age. Remember, if we want to actually talk about electoral reforms, we have to talk about the constitution first. Go to 1979, where we had MPN Shagari. Before that, before Shagari was sworn in, there was court case. That is the court case when we have 19 days in Nigeria. So I don't want to dwell much on. And finally,
thank you.
On the 3,007 arms, that we are meeting. I think we should send the National Assembly members. Every National Assembly section should, know the audit of, arms and ammunition in the care of our armed forces. So, moreover, if actually they want to blame this President IG, we are not saying they should not blame him.
Okay.
But how about the handover note, as you rightly pointed out in your introduction? What if he was not giving the handover note? Because I know that government is a continuum. If he was giving a handover note, then he can then as well tell us about answer that query.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. We need to hear from others as well, okay? Thank you so much for your call. I really appreciate it. 0803-692-9933, 0803-692-9933. That's the number to call to be a part of this conversation. Call me up. I want to hear from you. You can also try the number 0700-903-903-903 on WhatsApp. It's 0817-175-6338. Hello, Bandana. Welcome to Martins. Good afternoon. I can hear you. Is your name Bandana?
Yes, that's my name. That's my name.
Where are you calling me from, Bandana?
That's my art's name. That's my art's name.
What's your government name? What is your government name?
My government name is Nnamdi. Nnamdi.
How do you now turn Nnamdi to Bandana? It's okay, Bandana. Let's hear from you. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Abuja.
Great. Please go ahead.
Okay, really, there's a whole lot to talk about, but just to say peace and elevation to whoever that is listening to this today, I'm going to give my opinion, which I've spent time to say what I want to say. And I know that the people that would hear this may not like it, but I'm going to go ahead and say it because I strongly believe it's the truth. Okay, so what I am saying is that I truly don't believe that our brother Peter Obi has the solution for Nigeria, like the Igbo people, And we talk a lot about degree certificates and we need people educated to get into power. But for me, the truth remains for me that just because the person has a degree or the person has so-called European education doesn't necessarily mean that they understand the African problem. Yeah, so, and what do we expect INEC to do in the next election? To me, provided we are still running this government that is built on European judiciary, provided we still want to win in this political arena of the party/party system, we are not ready. We need a leadership that is willing to truly revolutionize, cancel all these things, and rebrand us as a people.
But do you think that we need electoral reforms in Nigeria?
I think we need something. We need an interim government, and a government that will just be honest and say, you know what, we don't know what to do. Because if we keep talking about electoral reforms, we are still trying to empower the Aso Rock. We're still trying to buy into the national anthem and the issues that were set in place by governments that came, that we don't even know what inspired them. So we need an interim government that would say, you know what, we need to redefine what it means to be a Nigerian. What are our rights as a people? What do we need to make things work?
Thank you, Bandana. Thank you so much. We need to hear from others. Thank you for listening. All right. I do appreciate you. I do appreciate you. Bandana called all the way from Abuja. Sims, he joined us on YouTube. You can do the same if you want to see our studio setup. You want to put a face to the voice or a face to the name. Head on over to YouTube. VOP 90.3 FMs. The cost of data now is not even funny at all. At all. I don't want to talk about that. 0803-692-9933. 0803-692-9933. That's the number to call to be a part of this conversation. Call me up. I want to hear from you. This is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. The need for electoral reforms. What would it take for you as a Nigerian to believe in INEC's sincerity? Welcome to Matters. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Chama Innocent.
How are you doing today, Zerinadi? Thank you for calling.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Thank
How
you.
is Spain today? I'm great.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Chama Innocent, I don't know if Nigeria happened to me. You know, we have discussion pending. Only to get the guy yesterday was telling me how he managed to solve his problem this thing before with what I sent him to.
Are you serious? That particular issue we've been discussing?
Yeah, exactly.
He used it to solve his own problems.
Yesterday, I managed to get him online. He told me that he look at the problem he faced, look at the cost of that. He has
so
to
he
use
used it to solve his own problems. And he used it to solve his own problem.
Nigeria,
what about the person in the hospital?
He said I should call him by weekend. Let me see what he will say. Okay, let me just add to
Please
this.
Go ahead.
Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Yeah, Chama, let me just clarify something. And I don't know if Kennedy Okonkwo did this another interview. He said he will not be a Labour Party under Abure. According to him, that was our last week. He said it's a Labour Party this thing, but it cannot be under Abure. Waiting for the Supreme Court to decide. Then this and the Abure, I don't know what to correct on that thing. Abure did not give chance to Obi to contest as this thing. It was a part. What did he call it? This part was the candidate.
Utomi?
Then. Had he been part of Tommy said that this thing, because that guy is a friend to Obi. He knows that Obi with Obi he can get something. So that is why he set it down for Obi, not Abure. Forget about this thing. You see? Kenneth Okonkwo and the Kenneth Okonkwo, obviously, even when he said Obi did not fight this, I don't know what he wants Obi to do. Obi went to court. He said the people should take it easy. He don't want to get involve himself in a fracas. He just try to fight back. Maybe we keep on. He will get it through this judiciary. And then look at what they did. Even Kennedy happened to be among the lawyers that defended that defended Obi. I don't know why he come out to be doing this. I don't know. I don't expect this from him. Because Kennedy, when he was a spokesman, this guy was I just said this guy maybe will be the future. This Wajamila, what is it called? That if Labour Party can win, I would just advise people to use him as this thing. Personal, this I don't know what the position of that Wajamila. That's one. That's this thing. And this thing only that Nigeria, on this okay. So Kennedy just I believe Kennedy can hear me. Let him think, and the people just people like him because of the way he presented himself last time. He presented as a spokesman. If you can just change, I don't know what people take him to
change and do what? Change and start supporting
so,
Obi again.
There's a information I want to pass. Please, can you give me a chance? A minute.
Okay.
There's this thing that people that always call. That when somebody just call to contribute, try to defend this thing, they just call. These people are making this guy to be relevant because people are paying him. People that pays them.
Are
for
you talking about Peter?
They will be listening to him. They will be listening to him to them. At least you tell them, look at his.
Zerinadi, are you talking about Usifo?
You say?
Are you talking about Peter Usifo?
People that always criticize him, that they're making him to at least people that that was a death threat to defend that they get something.
Nnamdi, but you're also talking about him now.
That is giving the headache.
You're also talking about him. It's part of the making him relevant.
The security salary. They should not say that guy should not be giving the sleepless night. Let him forget.
Thank you, Nnamdi.
He's doing his business. He's trying to get some money.
Thank you so much.
Can you hear me?
You know we need to hear from other people. Sister. Thank you so much.
I wish I have more time. Okay, have a great day.
That's okay. You can still send a WhatsApp message, okay? Thank you so much for your call, Nnamdi. Calling all the way from Spain, 0700 903 903 903 or 0803 692 9933. Hello there. Welcome to Matters and good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Chama.
Hi, what's your name and location, please?
Chama, this is your friend, Evangelist Emmaus Vision.
Welcome, Evangelist. Please turn down the volume on your radio set.
I'm sorry, please.
That's okay. Please go ahead.
Good, no.
Hello?
Okay. I'm with you. So, Chama, actually, what you are saying is very interesting. You understand? In fact, the truth is that this our country is not working. Nigeria is not working. That is the truth. I know you not good for you to hear what I'm saying. Nigeria is working. Because if Nigeria is working, our constitution needs to be strong. Because how can a police officer and a senior commander of police who say he cannot give account of arms? That means he knows where the arms are being directed to. That is the truth. That is why I say this country is not working, because in fact, there is a corruption from the beginning to the under. So, and another thing again, that first caller and the second caller, Peter Osifo and the other one, sorry to say this, they are speaking like a bandit.
You can't say that, Evangelist. Please take that back. Please take that back. You can't say that. This is the same way you are giving your opinion that they gave theirs. You can't say that. You know the amount of insecurity we're facing in this country, and accusing someone of being a bandit without any facts because of emotions is not the right thing to do. So please take that back.
Wait, let me tell you the meaning of bandit. The meaning of bandits are people who does not like good things.
That is not the dictionary meaning of bandit. Oh.
No, from my own.
A bandit is a robber. A bandit is an outlaw. Someone who belongs to a gang, someone who operates in a lawless manner, okay? So please don't say that. But thank you so much for your call, Evangelist. I appreciate it, okay?
Go with the voice of the people.
Thank you so much for your call. 0700 903 903 903 or 0803 692 9933 on WhatsApp. It's 0817 175 6338. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, Chairman.
Good afternoon to you. What's your name and location?
My name is Mary. I'm calling from Festac.
Welcome to the conversation and thank you for calling.
Let me just contribute on two issues. The issue of Kenneth Okonkwo. I think he's biting more than he can chew. He did well when he was an actor, Nollywood, yes. Because he left law, just finished law, and wanted to join politics. In politics, there's what they call carrying on back. If you're in Nigerian politics, you have to carry back. You have to be serving your master, whoever you want to be your mentor. Just to be your mentor. He has not served. He has been a governor for 8 years. I missed other, whatever, DP and candidates and all that. If he thinks that he is more knowledgeable in politics more than any other person, and contest for councillorship and will or chairmanship, it will be on record that at least he has. So it's not that when you just jump from Nollywood to law to politics, you want to be the talk of the town. So it should be properly guided and stop, because he should be properly guided. Then on the issue of INEC, nobody has any iota of trust in INEC, especially asserted by Yakub Mahmoud.
What will it take for you to trust INEC again?
You said what?
What would it take for you to trust INEC again?
Except the issue of legislation, the cases are visited and properly, then there should be proper reform. And people like Mahmoud police, because that thing is like rubbing shit on Nigerian electorate. That thing happened 23. Nobody, those things need to be corrected. It's not enough to tell us there was a glitch, there was a glitch. For them, INEC has no integrity, and at least constituted INEC. So if we want to make it, get it right, we should work come together, whether north, east, west, midwest, or politician, or whatever, clergy, imam, come together and make some contributions, reform INEC for Nigeria to move forward. If not, we don't know where we are headed to right now.
Thank you for your call. Do appreciate it. 0803-692-9933. Hello there, welcome to Matters. Hey, are you there? Welcome to Matters. All right, give me a call back. 0803-692-9933. 0803-692-9933. That's the number to call to be a part of this conversation. I can see your messages on WhatsApp. Do keep them coming. Hello there, welcome to Matters. How you doing?
Hello, good afternoon, Jamal.
Good afternoon to you. What's your name and location, please?
This is Abanovi calling from Jakonde.
Welcome to conversation. Thank you for calling.
Sorry, I've been listening to you for a very long time, but I feel that we are not going anywhere yet. You see, this our country is not working, and it is very glaring. Everybody knows this. Our number one problem is our constitution. That particular paper needs to be scrapped entirely. We need a reform, irrespective of whatever that is there. If the country's constitution is not strong enough, country can never work. How can you tell some people to resign and some people to not to resign? What kind of injustice is this in this particular country? Well, I don't have much to say, but all I have to say is this. The time is ticking. Ding, ding, ding. You know what that is? That is time bomb, and it's ticking. Thank you.
Thank you for your call. 0803-692-9933. Hello there, welcome to Matters. How you doing?
Yeah, hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon to you. What's your name and location, please?
Yeah, my name is Chris. I'm calling from Ojo.
Welcome.
Yeah, actually, I've been listening to your radio station for about a month now, but this is actually my first time of preaching.
Thank you so much for calling. I do appreciate this call. Thank you.
Yeah, Chama, please, I know the topic you put as the 3 talking points, but please let me quickly say this because I've been listening to a lot of radio stations, and this insecurity, we often talk about insecurity in the Southeast. But you know that you hardly see most of these radio stations come out to talk about the this trial on Nnamdi Kanu. But since I've been listening to this BOP, they've been doing a good work, seriously. Because we all talk about marginalization, and you see most of those commentators and analysts on other radio stations, they will keep talking about how the Southeast has been marginalized. But since the trial of this man has been going on, they will hardly bring it out to the fore for the people to have their say on it. You understand? It hardly makes their talking point or their top agenda. And you still come out and say, oh, the government are not doing quite well. The Southeast are being marginalized. But when these things have been put out, they hardly bring it out to the media. The injustice is also some of this media and this radio station. They are part of it as well. So what the justification for them to
Thank
come
you
out
so
and say
much.
the government are
We
not doing
appreciate that. Thank you.
So I do really appreciate VOP. They are doing a good work.
Thank you.
I only want to tell them to continue to bring out these issues to the forefront, and as this trial continues, that we should continue
We
to hear
appreciate
about
you
it
for
more.
listening.
Thank
Please
you
talk
very
on
much.
the issues at hand.
Yeah, my own is about this electoral reform. Because we also happened during the general elections in 2023. Let's not hide about it, and let's not even pretend we don't know what's happening. There is a lot of Nigeria need electoral reform seriously. What happened at the general election was a sham. Let's just put it like that. That was not an election for me. You understand?
Thank
Because
you.
here in my area, job, we also have people where like area boys were like somewhere cutting with ballot boxes and stuff like that. And we all know what the INEC chairman promised us. Even when he went to Chatham House, what he said, that this thing will be, how did they put it? That they are going to be, that she will follow I can't quite remember, but all the promises he promised us, even when he went to Shalamas, all those things were not being done. And thanks to our lacuna in the judicial system, so all these things they use it to like make pave way for them. For me, I think before anything, before 2027, I want all the federal government and every stakeholder that is going to participate in the election to please push through for electoral reforms. It's very necessary.
Okay. Thank you so much for your call. Thank you, and keep listening to Voice of the People 90.3 FM. This is Matters on the number one station that gives you a voice. We're talking about 3 different issues. If you're just joining me for the first time today, thank you for tuning in. Here are the topics we're talking about in case you want to be a part of the conversation. First up, we looked at the police saying, well, the missing arms, over 3,000 missing arms was before IGP Egbetoku Senyor, so he's not the right person to answer these questions. We also looked at Kenneth Okonkwo saying if the Labour Party gets a southern presidential candidate in 2027, the person will lose. Then we also looked at what will be said about the need for electoral reforms and how Indonesia, they do not allow people with forged certificates to rise to positions of political prominence. And I want to know what you think about all of these issues. Okay, 0803-692-9933. Thank you for holding on. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Chow.
Hi, what's your name and location, please?
This is Marshall. I'm calling from Ikeja.
Welcome, Marshall, and thank you for calling.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm going to speak on the electoral reform. First of all, I want you to know that Nigerians has lost hope in INEC totally. And personally, what I think is going to take me to trust them again, first of all, Mahmoud needs to leave that seat, because what happened during the last election, we have not forgotten. So that should be the first step they will take for us to know that they are serious. Then secondly, they shouldn't announce election when we are sleeping. They should allow us to wake up. Do you understand? That is a foul play. Yes, I don't see like a situation whereby election is being done and it's being announced when people are asleep. Like, what's the morale and significance behind that? Can it not be announced in the morning or any other time? Then they should make it possible for Nigerians to vote in the diaspora. Do you understand? And it should be possible that when they vote, it should actually count, not that within the line it should be
for diaspora
diverted.
voting.
Yes, exactly. Diaspora voting. And not that when they vote, it's internet and the country we are. Not that when they will now vote, before it gets to Nigeria, it will be diverted to whoever. Let it be transparent, honest, let it count. Then lastly, I don't think Nigeria needs a situation whereby election will be done and you will see police, you will see soldier, you will see Sakaba, you will see road safety, and like it's an election.
No, because of violence and people who are planning to snatch ballot boxes and all that.
I understand, but I feel like it's too much. Do you understand? It's too much. It's like on the excess. They will not be able to deploy that amount of security personnel to where banditry have been, where it's happening. They won't. But when it comes to election, that's when you will see all of those security personnel working. No. But they cannot maintain the same energy when it comes to insecurity or other issues. Why? Why is that so? That's when I know that if the security personnel actually wants to work, they would work. So please, they should first of all let Mahmoud go away. Secondly, they should stop announcing election results during the night. And diaspora, Nigerians at the diaspora, they should be able to cast their vote because they are also Nigerians. We have Nigerians all over the world. They should be able to participate. And when they participate, it should actually count. Then the security personnel, I feel like it's too much. It is necessary and important, but I feel like it is too much. And they should stop any issues like the beavers did this. If they say this is what they want to use, they should make sure it actually works. Not that along the line they will come up with one story that something happened along. No. So thank you.
So those are the electoral reforms that you are proposing. Thank you so much for your call, Marshall.
Yes, that's what I feel they should
Appreciate
do.
it.
Yes,
I appreciate
thank
it,
you.
Marshall. Thank you for calling. 0803-692-9933. 0803-692-9933. Hello there. Welcome to Matters. Good afternoon. How are you doing today? Hello. Welcome to Matters. Turn down the volume when you're ready set.
Good afternoon.
Hi. What's your name and location, please?
UK Martins calling.
Welcome, UK Martins.
Please, number one, I want to concerning the missing election and arms.
It's so noisy, I can hardly hear you. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, but it's so noisy at your location.
Can you hear me now?
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Hello, can you hear me? Please give me a call back. I don't know what's going on, but do give me a call back. Hi, welcome to Matters.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name and location, please?
My name is Chidi, speaking from Lagos here.
Welcome, Chidi, and thank you for calling.
Your topic is interesting. Even as a first-time caller, I feel like putting in one or two things.
Thank you so much.
The people of the country, of this very country, we are all aggrieved in the sense that, like what the last caller said about, that's a very important issue that has not been touched. How can Professor Yakubu Mahmoud, whether it's what you call the professor, the chairman for INEC, after coalition, he collected the materials from his boy and congratulated them for doing well, job well done, and asked them to go home. Tomorrow morning we'll continue. When these boys turned their back, the man ran into the office to make an announcement. That is a criminal act that nobody has called him in a court of law for him to explain what was that act. Secondly, you see, if the police man say that thing did not happen during his tenure, the arms that are missing, didn't he take a handover when he was saying for his predecessor? So why are they swimming in the clean water and they think that nobody is seeing them? Everything is clear. In the first place, there's no secret in this country. We all know the truth. That's all I have for you this afternoon. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate your call. 0803-692-9933. 0803-692-9933. Hi there. Welcome to Matters.
Choma, this is Mr. Joe from Bariga.
Welcome, Mr. Joe, and thank you for calling. Hello, Mr. Joe, are you there? Hello, Mr. Joe, can you hear me?
Hello?
I can hear you, Mr. Joe.
Yes. I'm saying, are you hearing me right now?
I can hear you, Mr. Joe.
Yes. I don't know where APC government is taking us to. Because in the history of myself, since 1980, I started enjoying like a young man. I've not had that 3,000 plus of ammunition we are missing. I've never had that in this. Look, I married the first woman. If you lose one gun, if you lose one gun in the office, it's like hell come down. If you lose one gun in the office, they will dismiss you, they will disgrace you and dismiss you. And then it's coming. They are playing. That such a humongous amount of ammunition is missing, and then the AG is playing with it. He's playing with it with comments. He's not supposed to make such comments that we're supposed to ask the last IG. This is absolutely nonsense for Nigeria. Nigeria, when you wake up and telling these people, I could be very wrong. I've never had it. Today or more, I'm 65 years. I've not had it in my life since I was growing as a young man in the past 80s, 90s. Until when we come to this 2000 creation of problems, I've never had it before that a government can miss unfinished guns of 3,000 plus. I'm telling you, Mr. Protocol is supposed to be arrested. I'm telling you before that. And we are treating him like as if we are begging him. Chioma, he's terrible the way we are going. Chioma, he's terrible where we are going.
Thank you so much, Mr. Joe, for your call. I do appreciate you a lot. 0803-692-9933. 17 minutes before 3 p.m. on the number one station that gives you a voice. This is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Call me up. We're discussing certain issues and matters this afternoon. Nnamdi from Ejigbo, if you can hear us, please send a message on WhatsApp and let us know you're doing okay. It's a while. We haven't heard from you in a while. And so, yes, we want to hear from you, Nnamdi from Ejigbo. There are a lot of people who used to call, but we've not been hearing their voices. But I just remembered Nnamdi today and I said, okay, let me ask how you're doing, how's the family, and I hope all is well with you. Do send a text message or a WhatsApp message and let's know you're doing okay, okay? 0803-692-9933. That's the number to call to be a part of this conversation. Call me up. I want to hear from you. Hi there. Welcome to Matters.
Yeah, ma, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Yes, you are innocent.
I am innocent.
From Eva.
Thank you.
Yes, ask of John Legend also for Takot Boss.
Yes. That's why I said there is a lot. There is a whole lot.
And the Madam Quality went to bury her husband. You know about Madam Quality?
Yes, sure. Like I said, there are a whole lot of names. A whole lot of names. Her
husband died. She went to bury her husband.
Oh dear.
In December.
That is so sad.
They should tell us the type of gun they discovered now, because there are hunters guns. People import it and they are selling it in the market. Lots of barrel, have pump action. Now they will be making noise unnecessarily. We are just looking for people that carry guns. 28 men are all over Nigeria with AK-47. So why should they be making unnecessary noise? Maybe double barrel gun, which when you go to where they are being buried, you see people that carry the 15.3 stems. Those stuff. So they shouldn't be making. Concerning P2B, the man you interviewed in the morning, Mr. Okoro, said that P2B should leave. Nothing will happen if P2B leaves the property. Nothing will. Obedience are ready anywhere P2B go. Obedience will follow him. Okay, tell me what of when they do marriage now and they choose another person, they do not choose P2B. But this means that P2B is political and will die. All his vision for Nigeria will die.
But do you agree with what Okonkwo said about if Labour Party should field a southern candidate in 2027, the person will lose?
Chairman, let me tell you, please, get some letters. Don't be wasting your time with Kenneth Okonkwo. You know, he's an actor. They are full of gimmicks. You understand? Everything actors are doing now at the tons. They are very good in it. They just want to get people's attention. Sometimes you see them shedding tears, you follow them and shed tears. You're on your own. Kenneth Okonkwo will just open his mouth and be talking. Don't forget about Kenneth. Who knows about Kenneth Okonkwo when he was in the APC? You see, not people did and let people know. He doesn't have any political one. No single follower. Even his family itself, no single person is following him. You understand me? Okay. We like him as an actor, but the type of politics Kenneth Okonkwo is not there. But because he went to Indonesia to study, because it's not, that was how P2B went to Egypt to study about their power system. And he discovered that under 6 months, Egypt generated 50,000 megawatts. And P2B went to Chatham House and told them that if Egypt can achieve something like this in 6 months, then he said if they elect him as president in Nigeria, he will achieve it, 50,000 megawatts. He went to their plant and supervised everything. He went to Indonesia. When P2B come now, interview him, he will tell you the reason why he went to Indonesia. It means that their electoral system is very efficient. So when P2B come now, he's a stakeholder. P2B have right to tell the government to make a decision. He has people in the House of Assembly. He has senators. He has members of the House of Assembly. He will now push this in to them and say, look at the best way to go. Because when people go to polling unit and vote, after half of we come, before they count it, how will we come after the voting and carry the whole thing, put inside yellow ball and go to other palace? That is what they did in the 2023 election. So many things were not counted. This one we are saying that 25% voted. It is a lie. Like it came out I have never seen such a number of people in the history of this country that came out in 2023 to vote. People came out to vote, they were marginalized. Voters apathy, everything. People were restricted from voting.
Thank you so much for your call.
All of it for 2 areas.
Thank you so much for your call.
All their votes don't count. So, thank you so
Thank you so much. Let's hear from others. We can only take one more call before we have to go. Hello there. Welcome to Matters. Good afternoon. Thank you for calling.
Afternoon, Chairman.
What's your name and location, please?
I am Ebube from Oshodi.
Welcome, Ebube.
You see, anybody who wants to learn goes to people he believes knows more than him or her. I believe Obi want to learn more. That is why he has gone to where he went to know how they are doing things. Because he wants things to be done right here. Anyone who is criticizing what he is doing, I am sorry to use this word, is a fool.
Please don't use it.
Yes, that's why I said I'm sorry. Because we want people who will do things right here. It is because some of us who are leading us now are not educated. They don't have idea of governance. That is why we're suffering. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Unfortunately, we can't take any more calls as our time is fast spent. And we need to start taking your messages on WhatsApp and, of course, on YouTube, okay? So, 0817-175-6338, 0817-175-6338. I can't take any more calls at this moment, so you can actually just send a message on WhatsApp and I'll take it before the end of the program, all right? Okay, then we're starting from YouTube, where Ijeli Kennedy saying, nice one. Thank you, Kennedy. Bandana Ngudo. Okay, we've solved that. Charles Duru says, at least a solid first degree, not NEPA bills and photo evidence of primary 3 schoolmates. John Bernard Ohi on YouTube is saying, in the issue of fake certificate, that means those with Oluyole certificate will be disqualified. As Kenneth Okonkwo let him go back to Nollywood to protect his integrity. Ifanyo Kwodu says, Bandana Onosifo views got me thinking. All right, then let's head on over to WhatsApp. Wow. It's a lot of messages on WhatsApp, but I will try my best to take them all. Okay, good day. Whatever Mr. Kenneth Okonkwo said does not matter, because Osifo is a symbol, because Obi is the symbol of a new breed. Anywhere Obi goes, Nigerians will follow him. He's the hope of a new Nigeria. Ewere. I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. Ewere from Ketsun. You say, I salute you gallantly, my gallant I salute you, my gallant sister on the house. Are you motivated this beautiful afternoon? The motivation message, be happy always, not because everything is good. Self-centered. Olushoka Ajayi from Odonla in Ikorodu. Nigerian has come leaders from the president and the problem of this country. Hey, VOP, where's your name and your location? Good day, Chama Innocent and VOP Cruz. Labour Party is gone. Just like fuel subsidy. Hey, because the missing AK-47 rifles did not happen under Egbetokun, we should clap our hands for him. Fake certificate. That's the baggage our president is carrying, and by extension, all Nigerians. If it's not about certificate forgery, it's criminal forfeiture of money, questionable source of wealth, lack of transparency in election results. Quite unfortunate, but the stigma will not go away anytime soon. Francis from Command Road, Ikpaja, Lagos. Good afternoon, Chama. First PRO is not talking well. How can he say his principal cannot answer for the missing ammunition? Wasn't there handing over notes? Was the armorer used by the former IGP before handing over to Egbetokun? Has he resigned? If yes, he should be called together with Egbetokun to give account on the missing ammunition, please. However, if Obi is not in the ballot papers of Labour Party, they should just forget 2027 elections. Mr. Ogumbi from Idimo. Chama, your program is educative. Please stop picking Osifo's call. John from Ijanikin. Chama, help me ask Osifo. He's telling us how his local area is cold after Tinubu has made the whole nation hot. Anna Paul from Coca. Why are you beefing Osifo because his area is cool? Is your area not cool? Chama, you see how Kenneth Okonkwo want to bring problem in labor? Let him depart. Say na depart. Let him depart. Obi must be next Labour president from Ugo. Obi doesn't have the solution. We don't have to vote. Let the country make me their interim caretaker because I'm new. I'm not anyone they know. Obi is a member of corruption. Show me your friends. I'll tell you who you are. I strongly believe that I have solution for the country. Bandana Ngudo Oshe. Bandana. I don't think the constitution makes for independent candidacy yet. So what you have to do is join yourself with one political party and raise a team to campaign for you. Let us know your manifesto, and just maybe, you might have people who will vote for you if you say Obi doesn't have the solution. Okay. Good afternoon, Chioma. For INEC to win my trust, there must be electoral reforms. Change the leadership, and the president should stop appointing INEC chairman. Ensure BVAS is working. Ikemba from Mafoluku Oshodi. Good afternoon, Chioma. I am Chibike Nwosu from Okokomaiko. You don't have any contribution to what we're discussing today, Chibike? Kenneth Okonkwo is speaking as a politician that knows Nigeria's sharing and voting system. He may be right. Good day to you, my sister. Our dear country is in dire need of a messiah, but the major problem is the corruption of our kingmakers. Until they allow a righteous king to come to the throne, his evil status quo and corruption everywhere in the country will continue to fester. Our deliverance begins with electoral reforms. I support it. Pastor Andy from Fadeye. I'm still taking your messages on WhatsApp, and so I can't take any more calls. Send the message to 0817-175-6338 on WhatsApp, and I'll take it before the program is over. It's 5 minutes before 3 p.m. Almost time for me to take my leave before I have the chicks and Dr. Walkie Talkie comes to drag me out of the studios. Good afternoon, Chioma. Electoral reform is not for Nigeria until all the old men call to glory. Let me tell you the truth. What happens in 2023, more will still happen in 2027 because INEC has power to persecute any offender during election, either the person is a contestant or not. What happened all over Nigeria on that same day? Has INEC done anything or said anything about it? I beg. Onga, they worry me, Jerry. Good afternoon, VP. Following the salient issues about our nation, Nigeria, and elections and the needed reforms, it's obvious that Nigeria and our citizens are not yet pained as will make them rise and claim their rights by placing them, the Moraders who impose themselves on us where they belong. We should continue to lament in vain. Anything short of a revolution, whichever way it comes, is a sign that we're not yet serious. If the government is serious, why wouldn't they adopt option A for Eugene Mary from Isheri? I'm Abraham from Mafoluku Oshodi. Good afternoon, Chioma and VOP in general. Independent National Electoral Commission, as the name implies, should be independent of the government and citizens' interference. In as much as the chairman of the INEC is being appointed by the president, there will always be mago because chairman will be obligated to do the bidding of the person that appointed him or her into office, as well as of the party members of the person that appointed them. So, electoral reforms should start off from the appointment of the chairman to be fully independent. Let the citizens be the ones to pick a chairman for that body, and some certain amount of checks and balances should be put in place such that immediate impeachment is done when a chairman of the body is perceived to have done the bidding of a particular set of persons against the decision of the public, and jail terms should also be listed out as well. If this is done, I believe elections in Nigeria will truly be free and fair as it should be in a true democracy. Chioma Innocent. Good afternoon. The plan that Tinubu should be sent out of office is impossible. Why? Because the North ruled for 8 years, it's now the turn of the South. Unless the North looks out for another Southerner to successfully take over from Tinubu come 2027, for me, the North has completed their turn with Buhari's regime. Kilo from Barua Ijesha. You also said, to me, Kenneth Okonkwo is an unstable politician. Here today, there tomorrow. People like us were watching how the drama will end well in Labour Party. The difference between an honest man and a corrupt man is value. A corrupt man can be prized, while an honest man is valued. Kilo from Barua Ijesha. Good afternoon, Chioma. Concerning the loss of firearms in the armory in the same country, the police inspector general and the person in charge of the armory will resign. But in this lawless country of ours, nothing will happen because there are lawless, corrupt people in power, even from the presidency. When you change the law to extend the tenure of the IGP, you have police selling arms to bandits at the expense of the common man who's kidnapped and killed every day. You can't travel by road to another state now. For fear of not being kidnapped, the government is sparing bandits and Boko Haram, saying they have repented. How will there be peace without justice? It's a shame. Dio from Lagos. Good afternoon, VOP. Shakanade greet you, Nigeria, my country, but I love America. I get why. VOP family, I'm soliciting assistance to sort out my school fees and project fees. 75,000 naira is all I need. I will remain grateful until my last breath. Samuel is Zuko, and he sent his account number. If you want to help Samuel out, please send message. Daniel Ikontun, they say Peter Osifo is what? My brother. Rita from Agor Palace. Good afternoon, Miss Chioma. Is it true? Okay, Rita, this question you're asking me, the part of the state is correct, but the part of the local government is incorrect. Guess what? You're also my namesake because your name is my middle name. So welcome to VOP and thank you for always listening. Okay. Well done, my noble sister. Is President Tinubu going to present that certificate again, or how is he going to get that certificate from Baba Aduga? How would I answer that question? It's time for me to go, and go I must. Bandana Wudo says Bandana has the solution. Bandana, contest for presidency now. Make people vote for you now. You can't just sit on the sidelines and tell us you have the solution to all the issues plaguing the country. Come and contest for election and let Nigerians vote for you if they believe in your manifesto. Okay, David Onyechege says on YouTube, he's saying, Chama, you're very beautiful. VOP. I can't blush. All right, it's time for me to go. Thank you for always joining us right here on Matters on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. MC Chooks and Dr. Walkie Talkie are here right now.